What's up there, crew? Matt here, and this is Ask Matt, Season 2, Episode 247. So today's question came from a lot of you, and the question was, Matt, I saw you got the Cricut Air or Explore Air 2 last week. You obviously have the Cameo 4. We got the Graphtec in the background over there, but now that you've kind of got to see the Explore Air 2, and obviously you've used the Cameo for so long, what are your first impressions comparing the two of them? So I'm going to go over a few things with you real quick. So first thing, when it comes to presentation, the Cameo 4 is nice, slides up, that's cool, but the Cricut, the little transformer look right there, not going to lie, that's pretty badass. So it doesn't mean anything, but it just looks cooler off the start. As far as cuts, so far, cuts between the two have been very similar, okay? Very similar with the cut side of it. So where I'm seeing a huge difference, and I'm hearing this a lot from you guys as well, is the software side of it, okay? So the Cricut software, much more difficult, many more limitations. Now, when I say that, many more limitations as far as with what we do, when we're doing t-shirts and we're doing rhinestone car window decals and rhinestone shirts and creating designs for that type stuff. When it comes to paper crafts, that's where I don't do a lot of that stuff, so I'm not completely positive which one better for that. But software wise, Cameo gets the win, especially if you have the designer edition or the business edition. Now, when it comes to storage, I've gotten that question a lot. I like the Cricut little storage here. You can put little pick tools, different things like that. Then it has the little pop-up here. You can put extra blades and a little pop-up there for pick tools, different things as well. I love that I can put in my Roland blade and I can use our TRW clean cut blades without having to get another blade holder. So when it comes to blades and blade holders, I'm going to give the win to the Cricut, because with the Cameo, not only do you need to use the extra housing, but you need to buy a CB09 blade in order to use the Graphtec blade. So Graphtec blade with the Cameo 4, Roland blade with the Cricut. You can use our TRW Roland blade with the actual housing and with the actual blade holder that comes with the Cricut. With the Cameo, you have to buy a separate blade holder and then use the housing that comes with the Cameo. So a little bit extra cost there. Now, when it comes to cutting without a cutting mat, both the exact same. And honestly, if you look at the feeders on the Cameo here, you can see they're a little bit thinner, where on the Cricut, it's more of like a rubber feel, and it does grip a lot nicer. The Cameo, you'll feel it's more of a plastic, so it doesn't grip quite as nice. So when it comes to cutting without a mat, I'm gonna give that win to the Cricut because it just feeds nice. So any of you that think that you can't cut without a mat on the Cricut, as long as your material is cut to size, you're good to go. You don't have to use a mat, as you don't on the Silhouette Cameo 4 either, or 3. Now the storage over here on the Cameo, this isn't storage, this is the roll feeder, which this is an awesome feature here. So what this allows you to do is feed 12-inch rolls. So like our FDC glitter sign vinyl comes in 12-inch rolls. So you can cut continuous rolls, so you're not having to trim down your material, where you cannot do that on the Cricut. So that win definitely goes to Silhouette with the roll feeder here, which is a pretty amazing feature that they added for the Cameo 4. Now, when it comes to storage for the Cameo 4, basically an extra blade holder there, and that's about it. So storage, I'm giving over here to the Cricut. Again, doesn't mean anything with the cutter, but storage goes to the Cricut. Now, one thing that I love about the Cameo 4 is this little cutter in the back. So when you bring these two little pieces down here, your material's feeding through, you're ready to trim it off. You just slide this blade back and forth, and it's gonna trim your material. Close that back up. So that's a pretty cool feature there. Now here's the biggest thing I would say about both of these. I feel like they're both pretty awesome beginner getting started vinyl cutters, and you can run a business on either one of these cutters. Don't let anybody tell you you can't, okay? You could definitely run a business on either one. Now, when it comes to the software, that's a game changer, okay? With the Cameo, the software is much better, but still limitations with it. So, any of you out there that, for example, have the TRW Design Wizard, I'm creating all of these designs in the Wizard, and then honestly, that kind of evens out the software here, because we're creating all of our designs in the TRW Design Wizard, and then just bringing that SVG file into Design Space or into the Silhouette Studio or Designer Edition as a SVG file. So that pretty much levels the playing field when it comes to the software side of it, if you're using something like the TRW Design Wizard, where you're able to create all your rhinestone designs and do all of that stuff within a different software. So think of Design Space or Designer Edition as, like, you Graphtec users as Cutting Master, or you Roland users as Cut Studio. All it does, and all you're using their software for then at that point, is basically to talk to the cutter to send your design to the actual machine. So I am gonna do some speed tests with them as well, and it's not gonna be fair, but I'm gonna throw that guy in the speed test as well, because it's gonna kick their butt, right? But again, if you have a Cricut right now, and I see a lot of you saying, I have a Cricut, I wanna get a Cameo, not to try and sell you on something, because you guys know that's not me, I'm not like that, but honestly, because the cutters are both so comparable, to go and spend $300 on a Cameo 4, that's $300 that could go towards the TRW Design Wizard and CorelDRAW, and then this cutter is going to be just as good, and vice versa. So, my recommendation, if you have a Cricut, if you have a Cameo, either one of them, don't purchase the other one thinking it's gonna be a game changer. When you're getting into game changers, save up for something like that. And if you can, get the 24-inch so you don't even have to worry about it, but the 15-inch, freaking night and day. Anybody that's watching this right now that has had a Cricut or a Cameo and upgraded to a Graphtec or a Roland, any type of servo motor, a GCC Puma, a GCC Jaguar, comment below, let me know if that difference and if that new cutter was a game changer for you, and how much time it saved you in cutting, and how much better cuts you got once you went to a servo motor. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the reviews. I'm gonna be doing some actual cuts with them. I'm gonna be doing some speed tests. I'm gonna be doing some quality tests, different things just to help all of you guys out. And again, like I said, the Roland will get in these tests, the Graphtec will get in these tests. My goal is to help every single one of you grow your business here in 2020. And you know what? Right now, you're basically not allowed outside with this coronavirus going on. So, hey, let's stay inside. Let's make some cool stuff and let's grow our business. This is the time. Maybe you have a little time to do it now. So let's do it, crew. All right, let's go. We'll see you tomorrow. Make sure to click that like button, subscribe, click the little bell right next to it, and comment below. Let me know what you think as far as my quick little review on the two cutters here, which one you have, which one you like better, and if you've upgraded to a Graphtec or a Roland from one of these, share your experience below here in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.